Yeah, hello, 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 hello. I am. Ooh, let me put my hat on right this time. Yeah, I know. People were talking about my other hat, but tonight I'm going to wear my military hat because I'm getting ready to celebrate my father's birthday. My father's birthday is coming up. Well, he's deceased now, but his birthday is coming up on October the 2nd. So I have to give a special tribute to Dad every time I put on his military hat. So, but anyway, I'm just going to say welcome, welcome. And I know you guys are on different types of devices, and YouTube is not reading your device. So if you guys could be so kindly to come on into the channel, that would be a great thing and a great way to start off. Okay. First, I want to say welcome, welcome to all of my regular viewers, and I want to go ahead and welcome my new viewers. If you are new to the channel, we will be talking about all kinds of adult contents, from beauty and health tips to movies and music. We do it all. We do it all around here. We usually start off with what's happening in the news, if there's something worth talking about. But for all of you newcomers, please click like and subscribe. And later on, I will be talking about for you guys to become a VIP. I'll explain that a little bit later within the program. But I'm going to start off with a health and beauty tip. Okay. I'm gonna start off with a health and beauty tip. So this will be the perfect time for you guys to get your paper and pen, because this is what happens when every time I start a show. I try to drop a couple of jewels now and then people say, "Oh, what did she say?" And then y'all have to come back with with the paper and pen. So I need for you guys to go ahead and get your paper and pen. And for the newcomers, you should always let me say this for future references for all of my newcomers. You should always show up with paper and pen around here, because I tend to drop, maybe sometimes I'll drop one jewel, and then sometimes I'll drop a whole bag of jewels. I just don't know what type of feeling I may be in for that particular show. But the health tip that I'm going to drop right now, because people ask me all the time, how do I keep myself in what they like to say good shape or perfect shape? I don't really know how you want to call it, but and another thing I want to share with y'all, I'm going to do a full health and beauty tip show on October the 7th. So I want you guys to really, really have your paper and pen, because I've had a lot of ladies that said, "Oh, you did this on a past show," and the newcomers don't know that I be dropping some beauty and health tips around here. I tell y'all how to stay beautiful. I tell y'all how to stay healthy. And so what the newcomers don't know is that usually on the program, I will also be dropping some health and beauty tips. So for tonight, for tonight, the health tip is, people have been asking me, how do I keep my skin? How do I keep my skin so soft and smooth and even toned? Okay, well, my personal beauty tip is let me wait a minute. I'm gonna pull this up for you to see. It's called Ambi. Okay, I'm gonna see if y'all can see that. Ambi. Okay. Ambi. Matter of fact, and people have asked me, can Ambi be used by both men and women? Yes. If you are a melanated person, or a person of race, or I mean a person of color, Ambi is I think, the greatest thing on earth when it comes to keeping that melanated skin intact. They say it's a cleanser. I mean, I can use it for a cleanser, but I really use it to keep my skin tone in the right way. Ambi keeps your flesh, your melanated skin in a proper order to where it's even toned all the way around your face. Now, I have also I've seen people where they have this misconception about soaps. Okay, first and foremost, they have two types of soaps that you really be concerned about. They have what they call the face soap, and they have the body soap. Now, body soap, and they say, what difference does it make? It makes a huge difference. Okay. The reason why it makes a huge difference is because the skin on your face is a lot thinner than it is on the rest of your body. So you have to, so I do, I get really annoyed when people say, well, I'm just going to put some dial on my face. No, no, I'm going to tell you, don't ever use I mean, dial is good for it's a body soap. It's not a face soap. When you have face soap is strictly for the face because of the layers of skin that is on your face. So people ask me all the time, how do I keep my face evenly toned, without any pimples? I don't have any pimples. I don't have any blemishing marks on my face. And that's because, well, I also eat right too, but I'll get into that on another program. But for tonight's health tip, if you want to keep your skin tone, if you are a melanated person, it only works for melanated people. I'm sorry for any other race. I don't know. Maybe for another race, you may need to use Dove. I don't really know. But I'm just saying, for my melanated people, you need to be using Ambi, whether you are a man or a woman. It really doesn't matter, because you're still melanated. Your skin is still melanated. And you need to, I use Ambi, I would say maybe twice a week. You don't need to use it every day. Ambi is not one of those types of cleansing soap that you need to use every day. It's a soap that is incorporated in the depths of your skin to help to protect your skin from all types of whatever that's that could be penetrated within the cracks and the crevices of the skin. Y'all have heard the saying that crack never cracks. Well, we have to have some time to help that out with using the right proper soaps. So please, if you are out there, stop using body soaps on your face, because if you're using body soaps on your face, you are cracking your skin. And when you're cracking your skin, it's going to cause your skin to start aging a lot quicker. So if this can help someone, I'm hoping that this little tidbit of health and beauty can help someone, whether you're a man or a woman. That doesn't make any difference, because men like to keep their skin silky smooth too. So anytime I tell you something, it's in reference to a unisex. I don't discriminate. I believe that all men and women should be able to take care of their skin. So don't leave the. I know you guys have your favorite soaps. Oh, and another thing I wanted to mention about that soap: the best type of soap for melanated people has two ingredients that you need to be concerned about. When you go into a store, make sure you can go to a Walmart or a Costco or Target or whatever. Look for all types of soaps where it has cocoa butter or shea butter in the ingredients. Yeah, you need to be concerned about what you're putting on your skin. So that is my little health tip for today. Okay. Usually we would be talking about something that's going on in the news, but it's nothing out of the ordinary that I really need to talk about that's going on in the news. So basically, if there's nothing that I need to talk about in the news, I pretty much go on into my presentation for this evening. So moving right along. Tonight's topic is throwback. We're talking about throwbacks. Y'all have probably seen or heard of a show called Good Times. Good Times used to be a 19, and this is for all of the young people and for my veterans. The veterans probably can remember that there was a TV show called Good Times where it was discussing about a project family. Now, during that time, the reason why, and see, it was, to tell you the truth, it was really all a lie because number one, all black people was not poor. Let me say that. Um, Good Times was good for an entertainment tip, but at the same time, it was very much an educational. Also, we had a lot of our men, black men, that were in prison. So during the time that Good Times had been aired, we as a people, there were separations of the household. I'm gonna get on that in a minute, but the first thing I wanted everybody to know, they said that Good Times was made in the city of Chicago. Well, they did not actually do Good Times in Chicago. Good Times was filmed in a studio audience out of California. Okay, I want because everybody said, "Oh, look at Good Times. Good Times. That's the way Chicago looks." That's a lie. Okay, what they did was they sent a movie producer to go to Chicago to film the Cabrini, what we call the Cabrini Green projects. Now, anybody that is originally from Chicago, y'all know what I'm saying is telling the truth. Now, they went to Chicago and they took sections of the north side of Chicago to be exact. And I'm gonna tell you something else. There was actually three types of projects that Chicago used to have. Now, whether they have it or not still today, I don't know. But I can tell you this: Chicago had three styles of projects. The three styles was what they call the free gate. You had the free gate projects, you had the penthouse projects, and you had the row house projects. Okay, now I'm gonna break it down for the ones who don't quite understand what I'm talking about. And I want to also say I've never ever lived in the projects, but I had friends, and the family had friends and family that used to stay in the project. So this is how I'm very familiar. And plus, I am originally from Chicago. For all the ones who don't really know, yes, the Queen of Radio is originally from Chicago, Illinois. I was born at Passavant Memorial Hospital, which they now call Northwestern Hospital on the north side of Chicago. So that's to let you get a little bit to knowledge about the Queen. But getting back to the topic, Chicago had three types of projects. Now, the row house projects is what if you guys have ever seen the movie called Cooley High. Cooley High actually did film in Chicago, and they were filming from the projects on the north side of Chicago. That was done really. Okay. I can't now. I may need some of my Chicago people to help me out when there's a L track in Chicago where they made that loop. I think it's around North Avenue. Now I could be off, like, because I haven't been well, I won't say I haven't been in Chicago. Well, I haven't been in Chicago as far as looking around for a long time. I just came back from Chicago on my birthday, which was September the 13th. But I went there for to celebrate my birthday. I didn't go down there to go through a historical moment. But anyway, they had three types of projects. They had the row houses that like I said came from Cooley High, the Cooley High movie. They had what they called the free gate. They called it the free gate projects. I'm gonna tell you what that means. It means that the front door of the project has these gates to keep your ass from falling off that damn building. That was considered as a outdoor project. And then you had the penthouse projects, which is what the show Good Times had taken from. What they did was that project that y'all saw on the TV series Good Times, that is a real project that they went to Chicago and filmed it, but they didn't actually film it at the project. They took pictures of it and went back to the studio audience and built up that project on a stage. But the housing project that the Evans family lived in, and I want to say, no, I was not, and don't ask me no dumbass questions. I was not related to any of those people that played the character of the Evans family. My Evans family are a brilliant set of people. These are lawyers, judges, prosecutors. They are in very high class positions. So, I mean, the real Evans family, the TV episode, no, I'm not related to any of them. And I've had that question. I've had that question all my life. Are you related to any of those people on that TV? Hell no. Okay. Because the biggest of my people, we didn't, we knew people of the project, but we didn't live in the projects. But anyway, the penthouse project is what you guys were looking at when you saw the stage of Good Times. That is what you call a penthouse project because it was named that for two reasons. It was named that because it was up on a higher floor in the building. And second of all, if you could go outside your door, you would see the elevator. There would be an elevator. That's called an inside house project, what they call the penthouse project. So Good Times was basically based upon having three types of projects for the ones who came from Chicago, or I don't know. To tell you the truth, I don't know if they had projects in other cities. There may be somebody that's from the California area, or I don't think California would ever have projects. If they did have projects, they might be the row houses type project because they couldn't have that skyscraper type projects. Well, it's a flying gate. When you open up your door, you see nothing but air and space, and they will put a gate rail up there to keep to keep y'all from keep them folks from having a fight or endangering or injuring themselves and fall over the damn rail. So, but yeah, I couldn't. I've never lived in a project, but I can tell you one thing: I was always afraid of them because every time I would every time, somebody from the family, we would have to go and pick them up. Be like, damn, man, we got to go where? You got to go to Cabrini Green to pick up who? Dude, you're going to have to meet us at the McDonald's on the corner of Wales and Grand Street, bro. You're going to have to come out of, because, the west side of Chicago is not really the best side of Chicago to be on. Anytime a side of town when the police have to make deals on who gonna work that shift. Be like, who going on the west side of Chicago to make an arrest? No, we used to call the west side of Chicago suicide Chicago. You must have a death wish if you were going to have to go over to the west side of Chicago to pick anybody up. We would tell them, look, bro, look here. I think I'll meet you downtown. You meet me at that McDonald's on the corner of Wales and Grand, okay? And I'll buy you a Big Mac and a Happy Meal in the process to keep me from having to pick your ass up from over there from Cabrini Green. I'm just saying. So anyway, there was a major misconception in reference to Good Times. And, I hate to say it, but we as a black people, we were offended. I mean, we enjoyed the fact that they would take a black family and make it portray that we had a togetherness, which we did have a togetherness back in the day, where you had your different characters, but we did not like the fact that they portrayed the black race and the black family to be poor, because that was so far from the truth. I mean, we had a problem with that. I've always lived, well, I take that back. We lived in a condo. Well, now they turned it into a condo. We lived in a condo when I was a child, and then we winded up moving to the south side of Chicago, which they called the Wild Wild Hunnets back in the day, until it turned into a ghetto. It turned into the Wild Wild West ghetto scene. So I got out of Dodge. I got out when the south side of Chicago turned into a hot mess. I got out of Dodge just as well before they, when all that other stuff started to take place. But what I am going to do, that's still my hometown, and I got nothing but love for Chicago. And I don't care what I'm going to tell. I've said this many times before about my hometown. My hometown is going to always be great to me, for the simple fact they have the best food in the world. And when I say they got the best food in the world, Chicago takes food to a whole nother level. And the reason why I say this is because every time I see the thing of Good Times, I know you guys probably don't pay any attention to the credits. When they roll up the credits on the screen, it kind of brings back to Mr. Jojo, and I'm gonna tell y'all about Mr. Jojo. Mr. Jojo was a restaurant owner in the city of Chicago. It was somewhere over there on Green Street. I believe it was like Lake Street, near Lake and Halsted. If anybody know that area, it's over there by that expressway. You come over there and you cross that bridge. Well, anyway, we used to go over there to Mr. Jojo's restaurant. And Mr. Jojo's used to serve barbecue fried chicken. Yeah, y'all heard it right. Mr. Jojo's was a man, he died of kidney failure, but he used to make the best. I'm telling you, I'm talking about the best barbecue fried chicken that ever walked the face of the earth. And I tried to find that. Well, actually, he gave my mother, before Mr. Jojo died, he gave my mother that recipe. And I told people, when I make the barbecue fried chicken, I would literally have to kill somebody. And one lady told me, she said, well, I'm going to die happy with eating that damn barbecue fried chicken. So if I ever decide to invite y'all to Chicago and I go back to my hometown, or I ask all of my VIPs to hang out with me, because I do have my own private travel club where we get together. We do the family thing. We are a group of togetherness. Okay. So if I ever decide, this is another reason why you need to become a VIP to the Queen of Radio, because I will invite, I'm telling you, I will invite my people, all people who like to get together on and just love each other, because this is a problem with my people now. They're having a problem with that. But anyway, Mr. Jojo, if you guys look at the credits, I know you guys don't know him personally, but every time they roll the credits on Good Times, it's when they say starring Jimmy Walker. If you look directly down that street, Mr. Jojo's house is right there on the right side of that street, and it just brought back a lot of memories. And if you go towards the left, you'll see that project. If you go a little bit further down, you'll see the project where the movie Cooley High was filmed. So that's the reason why I say it brings back a lots and lots of memories for me. So, and another reason why I love Good Times, I'm gonna tell you something. I don't know about y'all, but see, everybody and y'all can come into the chat room and y'all can tell me which Good Times character was your favorite. I'd love to hear from you guys. I'm gonna tell you something. They had Michael, who was supposed to have been the black militant. They called him the black militant because he was so smart. And for all you new people, all you newcomers, or your new age people is what I call you. The ones that wasn't born back in the 1970s and 80s. This is a little bit of your history. I'm providing you with a little bit of history that you can probably take out. They, like I said, the show, the Good Times show, was about a black family, a poor black family, having a problem with trying to get out the projects. Okay, now the series had a character called JJ, which was played by Jimmy Walker, and Jimmy Walker was what they call at that time the buffoon. I mean, they said that he was the character that showed the ignorant side of the black race. I just thought, I think that there was a lot of people just making too much of it, but because it's a comedy series. I mean, come on now, what would you expect? And then you had Walona. Walona Woods was played by Janice Du Bois, who is also the voice on The Jeffersons. I don't know if you ever heard the song "Moving On Up," but she was the voice to that theme song. She played the neighbor, and then you had Thelma, who was always in conjunction with fighting with her brother JJ. She had her own character, but see, this is what stuck out with me. They had James Evans, okay, and yeah, well, I have a James Evans in my family, but he's a little bit cocoa for Cocoa Pops, but don't tell him, okay? But anyway, um, so it's not the James Evans that is on the TV. So, but my favorite character, and the reason why I could relate to James was because James was the man of the house. Okay. James, I don't care. They said that Esther Rolle was very jealous of JJ because she wanted the character to be based upon her character, part of the show. And, it was said that she treated JJ really, really bad. I mean, this is what, the cast of Good Times was treating JJ really bad because JJ was the one that was pulling the numbers up with the show. But technically, JJ was really the best co-star for Good Times because I'm gonna tell you something. They had 3 full seasons of James Evans, and I'm gonna tell you something. James Evans, he just rocked it. I don't know. The man who played James Evans was called John Amos. I'm sorry, John Amos played James Evans on Good Time, and he rocked it. Okay, um, I was like, okay, they had 3 seasons of James, and I'm gonna tell you something, and y'all can disagree with me on this, but when they took James Evans off of the program, that whole show went to shits. You hear me? Now I don't. They call themselves trying to bring back. They tried to bring the show up to a type of quality, but it was nothing like when James was on that show. I don't care because James showed it where it was you had a family of balance. You see what I'm saying? When you got a mother and a father in a household, you wind up growing up to be balanced. And so they got to the point where they didn't want James to be a part of the show. So they canceled him out. And, okay, yeah, some of y'all may say that they call themselves bringing the show back up when they brought Janet Jackson onto the show. And Janet Jackson played a abused child called Penny Woods. She winded up being adopted, for the ones who don't know. She winded up being adopted by Walona in order to bring in her character. Now, but I hate to say this, and y'all can disagree with me on this, but after that whole series of bringing Janet Jackson into the show, the show still went down. The show, I'm sorry, but that show, and I'm gonna tell you, the person that I really disliked the most on Good Times was Florida. Florida was too goddamn self-righteous for me. Y'all, I don't know if y'all can remember the episode where James had found $27,000 at a grocery store. Now her self-righteous ass gonna sit up there and say, "Oh, James, now you need to give that money back." Okay, bitch, I would have been divorced by her because I would see that whole TV series wouldn't have lasted if I had been on there because I'd have been like, "Look here, y'all are in the projects. Don't you know what you could do back in the day? Do you know what you could have done with $2,700? You could have got you a nice four bedroom house with $2,700. She was so. I mean, Florida was just too damn self righteous for me. I mean, I was like, man, it's just too bad that you couldn't just pin slap that bitch. But that's just me. Everything, and then another thing she had a problem with. Y'all remember the episode where James brought the gun into the house to protect the house, and then the gun went off and found out that the kid, and then Floyd, here comes Miss Self-Righteous ass again. Oh James, oh James, oh James, we can't have a gun in the house because it's gonna go off and this, that, and the third. Bitch, are you looking at the fact that you are living in the projects? Okay, I'm surprised you didn't have a goddamn Uzi in the closet next to the black Jesus that Michael had painted. Come on now, I get into my TV, y'all. I really get into and what about the time when James had to protect the family from that dude who name was Cletus? Cletus was an old relative that came off of Florida side of the family, and then he said, he said, no, I didn't rob that bank. And then, James stepped on in and been the provider that he needed to do, because he pistol slapped him with that damn pistol. And and he was like, boy, don't you ever try to put, how you gonna come here and then try to stick up a damn poor family. That's all. What you gonna do? What you robbing us for, the lint? Or the empty light bulb that's in the refrigerator. Come on now. So I'm just telling you, and then Florida was on her self-righteous box again. He told her, she said to him, James, now it's gonna come a day and a time where we're not gonna always be down and out. And so she said, don't you know, in the Bible said that the lamb and the lion will lay down together. He said, yeah, Florida, but guess what? The lion is the only one that's going to get his ass up. Come on, somebody. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Don't play with me. So I love the character of James Evans, because you couldn't get no more realer. And y'all can come on in and tell me what was your favorite episode of Good Times, or if there's an episode. And it was also and then there's another episode that I like, and then I'm going to move on. The episode where they had a Christmas and they invited their drunk cousin named Naomi, and then here come Thelma being with her self-righteous ass. She gonna sit up there and say, now, Naomi, you know you ain't got no business drinking. And so she was like, now you live in a bottle in that neighborhood. And so Naomi, and I fell off my chair when I heard it. Naomi said, she started snickling, and Thelma said, well, what you snickling about? She said, Thelma, I don't live in this neighborhood. And so she continued to drink the toilet, she continued to drink from that toilet where she had hidden that bottle. But I'm just telling you, Good Times was a TV series that had hidden messages. And so this is the reason why I like to be able to use it in my speech and in my presentation, because there is something to learn from it. It is something to learn from having both a man and a woman. And see, y'all gonna get upset with me for what I'm about to say. Yeah, I know it's gonna be some people that's gonna be upset with the queen, but see, you know how I shoot from the hip. I tell the truth. We have had too many, due to the fact that our black men have been put in prison and jail and separated from their families. We have been left as a society, okay? As a society I would say from the 80s all the way up. I would say basically from the 80s all the way up into the 90s and into the 2000s. Our black men have been put in prison, where it's a separation from the black race and the black family. And it's not, it's due to who, and we're not gonna say who, but y'all know who I'm talking about. Y'all know that the so-called system has kept the black families apart for as long as we can remember. Now, and we're hurting because of that right now. And the reason why I say that is because, like I said, somebody's going to be really, really upset with me for saying this. But due to the fact that we have had single mothers, and we're not blaming ladies, we know that you have done, for all of you single mothers, okay, we know that you have done the best that you can do with raising your kids or raising your child. And then we even may have some single fathers that has raised their children, raised girls. But I got to be very honest about this. Kids that are raised up in a family, a one single family, a one parent family, you're not balanced. And I hate to say that. I'm not saying that you're crazy. I'm not saying that at all. I'm just saying that there is something missing with the way that these children should have been raised. Because I have to be, look, y'all know how I tell the truth, and then the truth will set you free all the time. Truth don't need to be explained, and truth don't need to be changed. Now, when you are being raised by a single parent, and I have to say this again, so please don't get upset with me. I love all you I know you single mothers and single fathers have done the best that you can do, but you have to have balance in raising children. You have to have that balance. And the reason why I say this is because a single mom cannot teach a male child to be a man. Now, if I'm lying, then y'all can tell me I'm lying. But a woman, a female, cannot show a male child how to grow up and be a man. And the same thing goes for a single father. A single father cannot show a child how to grow up and be a woman. You need to have that even scale. And see, I'm looking at these kids today. And I'd be going to get my hair done, and you go see. Let me tell y'all something. I still beautify myself, and if nobody else loves me, I'm gonna beautify myself. Okay. I don't go with the fingernail polish, but I will go and get, the cuticles and all that other stuff. I try to be as natural as I possibly can be. Now, with these kids, they do not know what a good woman looks like. If they have been raised by a single parent, they don't know what a good woman is supposed to look like or feel like or be around, because they wasn't raised like that. And then when women are so used to doing it by themselves, because we had no other they had no other choice. Because I made a point when I was a young person, I looked at my choices on men for having babies, and I said, hell to the no. I did that deliberately. When a man started coming talking about, and he wasn't even fit, he would come over, steal all the Kool-Aid, I'd be like, bro, it takes money. It takes you to have a job or some type of, you need to have something. You can't just be coming in the house empty-handed. See, when I was coming up, the man would always bring something in hand when he came to your house. See, you could not lay up on me. And see, when I got to the point where I was noticing brothers wanted to be laying up and not paying no bills. See, I told you, I was raised up in a household with both parents. Okay. Everybody in the house had some place to go to make some money. If it don't make money, it don't make sense. So by me being in the household, the type of household that I was raised up in, I see it a mile away. And see, Ray Charles and Stevie Wonder can see that, and they both blind, and Ray Charles is dead. So, anyway, you see this coming a mile away. And then they say, oh, baby this and baby that and baby to the first and baby to the third. I said, look here, bro. Uh, if I got to, let me tell you something. If I got to do bad, I can do bad all by myself. Y'all remember they made songs about that type of stuff. So I was looking at these men as I was coming up, and I said, you're not even quality. I mean, I had my common sense. My father would sit down with me. See, my father took time with me. And I want to say this also. There are three types of fathers. Okay, you may want to write this down for the record too. There are what they call father figures. Okay, father figures are not men that are actually related to the child, but these father figures are people who may be an uncle or a brother or a cousin, and they come in and look after the child, babysit the child, but not really in the child's life on a full-time basis. So those are what we called father figures. They portraying to be a father, but when it comes to paying for that child, they're after dough. Okay. Now, the second type is called an actual father. These are these men that are biologically, they are biological. They help conceive the child, but then they're not even sticking around to see what this child is going to turn out to be. He may be the next president of a corporation or something. He may build a business or something. He may reinvent science or something. They just don't stick around to find out what their seed is going to grow up to be. Then you have that third type of father, which is called a daddy. And I'm going to tell you something. I had a daddy in my life. My father would take me, look, even though let me tell you something, I can't stand baseball. I hate baseball with a passion. But my father would always take me to Wrigley Field or Soldiers Field to see the Cubs and the White Sox play. Even though that was just not my forte, honey. I was like, oh Lord, I'm gonna have a fit trying to keep up with my daddy. But my father also taught me. We went camping. Me and my father went camping. My daddy, but he was a daddy. He was on weekends. Some weekends he would not be home. He would be out on the road because he was a foreman for stores called Community. He was a foreman for Venture stores and stores that used to be called Montgomery Wards. He was the foreman for all of those companies. It was a store called Zayres. It was a company called I'm trying to think, Venture. Yeah, my father was a foreman of all of those major chains, back in the day. And so they trusted him. He had his own. I was raised by leaders. Okay. So he made a point. He told his job, he says, look, I'll work 50 to 60 hours a week. But when it comes to my family, my weekend time is my time. And I'm not going to ever stop being around my family. See, my father was a loyal black man. He didn't play. Everybody in the neighborhood knew who Mr. E was. And Mr. E, when every time Mr. E dropped down, I don't give a care where Mr. E was going. He always had something in hand to give somebody. Whether it was when he used to go visit his mama in Clarksdale, Mississippi, in Greenville, Mississippi, he had a stack of cash. He gonna make sure mama was taken care of. And if he was at home, he always made sure that he did what they call family time. So we have gotten so far away from family time. We got people in our family that we don't even know who these people are. You could be passing somebody on the damn street and they may be a relative of yours and you don't even know who that person is. So in order for us to come together as a community of people, we got to know who we related to. Who is that child? Whose side of the family are you on? Because I was walking, like I said, I was in the beauty shop And like I said, I'm gonna do me at all times, y'all. I just, I feel like I am a queen and I need to pamper myself at least once a month. So I'm in the beauty shop, and this thing, I have to say this thing because anytime you can't identify what it is, you got to say, what exactly are you? Are you a boy or are you a girl? See, that's really bad when you're out in the public and you're witnessing people and you be like, where the hell did that come from? And wait a minute, and who birthed you? Who brought you into the world for us to not be able to identify who the hell or what the hell you are? I mean, we are so far disconnected that it's not even funny. We are so far away from a family unit, and we have the white supremacy to blame for that because they are constantly, I don't care what decade you are in, they are constantly trying to keep us separated as people. So now it's gotten to be so bad, we can't identify whether it's a boy or a girl. And that's what I mean when I say that we are living in a society now. And I say, y'all can get mad at me if you want to. I can live with that. But we are living in such a society that we can't identify what sex the person is. And then you be looking like, okay. And then they have the audacity. Now they are saying that men are, well, I wouldn't even call that a real man. They are saying that the males, okay. I don't want to call them men because men is, a man when man is gonna have some bass in his voice, or at least, portray some authority as being a provider. So these things are walking around here with skirts on, and then they get mad at you for asking them, what are you? Are you a girl or a boy? Because I'm not trying to assault anybody, but back in the day when I came from, men were wearing pants. Okay, men were wearing pants, women was wearing dresses, and I still wear my dresses. I still wear my sundresses, because I like to be feminine at all times. Sometimes I may put my little baseball cap on, because got that little hint of when I was a child coming up, I used to be a tomboy. But anyway, but you can still identify what I am just by looking at me from top to bottom. I mean, the breast is there, the butt is there, and one of these days we're gonna talk about that butt. Uh, Men, y'all need to send me. And speaking of the butt, why do men like butts? I just want to know that. I just want. I know I got off topic, but I just wanted to put that out there. I don't know what it is because I went to the doctor, and the doctor says that if all black women got rid of their butts, then they would be healthy. And I'm like, I don't know if that's true or not, because I think if you want to start a race, if you want to start a war, try to tell all the black men that all the black women are going to get surgery to have their butts removed. So I don't think that was an agreeable thing for that doctor to tell me, that that all black women would be a lot more healthier if they got rid of their butts. But we'll say that for another show. Anyway, so that's my whole point, that we are living in a time, and we really need to stop listening to the okie dokies. Okay, we really need to stop listening to the narratives. We need to be able, because we are losing our people. We got parents that don't want to spend time with their children. We got children who don't even know who their identities are. We got children out here today, they're living from foster home to foster care. They're being put into another type of system because they wasn't raised up to have somebody to care about them or to love them. And see, I'm so used to people loving. I'm used to being. I'm used to giving hugs and being loved and so on and so forth. So this whole time that we living in now is just like I just don't know what to say. So we as a people need to start being with, start finding out who we're related to. And then try to help our communities. We need to get back on becoming one. And if we can't become one, then I hate to say this, folks, but these children's future is going to damnation. I kid you not. If these children can't figure out, and like I said, I'm sorry that they were only raised by one parent. I mean, that wasn't their fault. It's nobody's fault but the system that they have put these people in. Because I can relate. I can't. No, I can't. I take that back. I can't relate to you know their circumstance because I've always been raised by people who love me. See, my family, I come from a very big family. On daddy's side, he was the oldest of 22 kids, and mama was the youngest of 10 kids on her side of the family. So we got together every weekend. The party hardy. We had the party and have the family barbecues. I mean, we barbecued everything. So I'm not used to this, what they call new millennium type people. I'm just not. I don't know if I'm going to ever get used to it, but I'm just going to do. I'm just going to do the very best that I can with watching what I basically see. So with that being said, I'm going to go into my chat room in just a bit. But before I go into the chat room, I want everybody to click like and subscribe to the channel. Now, I'm going to tell you why that's very important. The reason why it's important for you to give the thumbs up is I know you like me and I love you, okay? But the reason why it's important for the thumbs to go up is because it is sending a message to YouTube channel. See, when the more thumbs they see up, they will keep the program and my program and videos in rotation to be seen by other people. And please feel free to go ahead and share this video. Share this video and invite people over and invite people to come and sit with us and chat with us for an hour or two. Go ahead and I want to mention it is time, y'all, to go shopping. Oh yes. I told you on past shows or past videos that the Queen of Radio has her own online store. Now, if you guys really want to support the channel and support the Queen of Radio, I don't have. People ask me, why don't you have the thing for the channel? I do not give. I'm not going to. I've never set up an account with YouTube for taking payments because they take anywhere between 28 to 30% of whatever people donate. So I'm not with that because I'm not working for YouTube. Okay, I'm working for my own self. I'm self-employed. So I do not want to have a money account tied to YouTube. And another thing, I'm not going to be tied to PayPal. PayPal decides that they want to hold on to your money for like 6 months. And people say, Linda, well, we bought some stuff from you, but did you get the money? Nope. Did you get the donations? Nope. Because PayPal is on their own bullshit too. So what I have done, I have said that I'd rather for you guys to spend money. If you want to spend money, and that's your choice, of course. If you want to spend money, please spend money on my products that will be in the Queen of Radio store. And yes, somebody asked me about Sheba. Yes, Sheba will be having, y'all don't even know, Sheba will be coming out with her own pajama line. Y'all will be able to sleep with Sheba. Sheba will have her own fashion designer. You know what? Maybe I should just change the damn show name to Sheba and just, because they ain't paying me no damn attention. But anyway, yeah, so Sheba will be having her pajama line. Y'all will see all types of different pictures of Sheba on some pajamas, and that will be for sale. But in order for you guys to understand about all of the sales, you're gonna have to be a VIP member. And the Queen of Radio we also have our own free travel group that is also affiliated with the VIPs. This is the reason why I tell you guys to go ahead and shoot me your email address. I'm telling you this for a reason, because by the time I get the message out to the general public about what I'm selling or promotional items, the general public is basically getting the leftovers. Okay, I hate to say that, but I got to be blunt about it. The general public is getting the leftovers of all the things that I am promoting behind the scenes. So if I have your email address, you will become one of the first people who get the sale before it hits the general public. That's the very reason why I call you my VIP people, because you guys are my first priority. Now, in order to become a VIP person for the Queen of Radio, a Touch of Reality channel, you would have to go to ATOR at class101@gmail.com. It is also in the description. I'll say it again. That's ATOR class101@gmail.com. Let me know that you are a new subscriber, because they do not, just because you subscribe to the channel, they do not give us your email address, y'all. That will be up to everybody to give their email address to the person of that channel. So this is the reason why I need and I request that you guys send me your email address, because all of my VIP people get the first class on everything. They get first class on travel. They get first class. They get first dibs on basically everything that I am promoting. And so I want y'all to know about the slippers. Yes. For the past 2 years, no, I take that back. For the past 3 years, those slippers has sold out before Christmas. It is the Queen of Radio. We call them the Queen of Radio slush fluffies. Yeah, okay, say it with me, y'all. Say it with me. Slush fluffy. They are some of the cutest. I mean, they are some of the cutest, most adorable house shoes that you'll ever want to see. They're not only cute, but they're comfortable. And then the men said, "Well, what about us? We don't want to be that. Real men will say that's so sissified. Y'all don't know what sissified is. Is when they used to say back in the day, that's a sissy type shoe. Okay, fellas, I have something for you too now. Y'all have the isotoners. I got the link. All you got to do is click on the link and purchase our mini. And we found out that they have created 21 colors for the ladies. Ladies, they have 21 colors in the Slush Fluffy series. They now got gold. They got the gold furries. They got the cotton ball. They got the cotton candy. They got some really, really cute. And they also got the kids, the children's size for little girls who want to be cute and want to dress up with their mommies or their family members. So you guys, the link is in the description for all of the shoes, and I will be promoting different products on different times. Also, today is the last day. I know for the newcomers, you probably don't know, or you may have just joined us within this past month. But this past month, we've had a gift certificate marathon for all the people who email me. I love to travel too. Happy birthday, Queen of Radio. Or you could just say that you are a newcomer and you're a new subscriber to the show, and you will get one. But today is the last day for the marathon, because starting tomorrow, for all the ones who have sent me their email address and who are veterans, or I should say, I guess you could say regular subscribers, they will automatically get the free gift certificate. And the free gift certificate is for Las Vegas. it used to be where you could use the gift certificate to go overseas, but since overseas has been very, very um, so what they have done, they said that we will give the gift certificates for Las Vegas and Lake Tahoe and some of some of the nicest resorts. You can take your husband, you can take your girlfriend, you can take your side lover. I don't care who you take, or you can take, make it a family trip. But the gift certificates will, today is the last day for you guys to email me if you are interested in receiving that free promotional offer. I see now that I have 300. I got 300 gift certificates that will be going out tomorrow. So, all of my fellow subscribers, don't worry. I got your name on the list. Okay. Your name is already on the list. I see where y'all have sent in your request, and we're going to honor that starting October the 1st, because we want to make sure that everybody has had a chance to be aware about the free offers that we're going through. This is the channel where we have fun. We have all types of specials that be going on this channel. And this is the reason why you need to become a member, because let me tell you something. I am nosy as hell. Yes, I am. And when I am all for comfort, I am all for cute stuff, well, not really cute stuff, because I'm not finna wear no more heels. When you reach the age of 50, honey, the only type of cute and sexy I'm gonna be is butthole, booty hole naked. That's about as cute as I'm gonna get at my age. I'm not trying to be wearing no stilettos and break my damn neck, trying to impress no man. I'm telling you, when you get up when you hit that age 50, 50 gives you a whole nother type of common sense. So, anyway, these shoes are totally so adorable. You guys got to see it. And like I said, for the next show coming up, we're going to have a comedian. He's going to come in and talk about him being a comedian. And I don't know if I'm trying to talk the man into doing some of his stand up on the presentation for you guys live. He hasn't really decided on whether he wants to do that or not, but that's coming up on the next Queen of Radio show, A Touch of Reality. And then next week, we're going to have more Sheba stuff because you guys been knocking me over about Sheba. So yeah, we're going to be doing beauty. We're going to do a whole full show of beauty tips for both men and women, and health tips for men and women, probably next Thursday. So, but you guys got to click on that bell of notification, so you'll be caught up on everything that we do around here. So I'm just going to look over my notes to make sure that I've gotten everything. Oh, and you will also find what is that thing I'm calling? Oh, you will also find Cooley High. You will find Cooley High, and you will find Good Times. The whole, I don't know if it's the whole series. You may want to check it. That is also a link that is also in the description if you want to purchase. I'm into collective items, and I like people who, if you like to have collective items, you'll always find it within the Queen of Radio store. So I just wanted to mention that. So let me see what else, because I got to make sure that I'm on point. Sometimes, my head, whatever. We're going to talk about facial wraps and how to keep your skin silky smooth. Let's see what else I need to talk about. And I always do this for both men and women. I do not discriminate. So, but like I said, go ahead and click like and subscribe, and get that notification bell turned on. You have to turn the notification bell on by doing it with a click. Now, I am getting ready to go into my chat room to see what everybody is talking about. And if you have been sitting in the trenches, come on down into the chat room and chop it up with me for a civil spell. I know you guys are coming. Some of y'all can't do that because you are on your you're watching me off of your cell phones, or you're looking at me off of another device, which is okay. But we want to be able to bring you on in and welcome you, because we want to make sure that you are treated like a VIP, and we want that you to always remember us and to come back and keep up with what's going on with the topics of the show. So, going to the chat room. Let's see who we got. We got Mr. Shonda Dixon. Is that Dixon? Okay. Well, Dixon says peace, and it says wait a minute, it says I used to use that, but I'm about start back. I want to consistent with. I think they're talking about the soap. If I'm not sure, if I'm not mistaken, I think they're talking about the soap. Okay. And then they say yes. And then Big Black American Secret is in the house. He says hello, hello, Big Black. How are you? Um, he is in the building as well. And then we have Miss Deborah. Miss Deborah is also saying hello to everyone. She These guys are regular subscribers of the show, and I definitely appreciate them. And then I have some subscribers that is going to come rain, sleet, or snow. They are on time with the mail, just like the mail carriers. They are on point. And then I have people that be in the trenches that want to say, "Oh, well, I don't want to talk on the real screen." They'll say, "I don't want to talk on the real screen," but they'll shoot me an email. They'll shoot me an email because they feel more comfortable with talking to me. And I do, let me tell y'all something. I do answer all of my emails. I answer all of my emails. If you send me your phone number and you want to talk to me directly, I will call you. And everybody know I make time for my subscribers. Okay. I can't say what other channels do. I can't say what other channels do and how they do it. But when you come here, you are a VIP all day. And then, like I said, oh, and next summer, I'm going to be renting out a picnic or a place for everybody to come and meet me in person. And I will be cooking. I will be cooking for all of my VIPs that want to come down and kick it with your girl. You'll get a chance to kick it with your girl in Chicago, my hometown. And I will be catering the entire event. Now, you know how in order to get people to come, you got to have some good food. So it's going to be a lot of good food that's going to be there. I'm planning on, like I said, I'm planning on cooking, and people have asked me. I make my own drinks, y'all. Yes, I do. I'm not an alcoholic, but I do have some very aged wine in my cellar, which is my attic. I got some aged wine in my attic that has been made from 1982. Yeah. Yeah, I had a relative that used to make white lightning and that type of stuff. Well, I got a couple of things that I kind of mixed up myself. I make everything from scratch. From whether it be from biscuits to homemade syrup. I make everything from scratch. I'm an old fashioned girl with city thoughts, because both of my sides of the family, my father taught me everything about the grill, and my mother taught me everything else when it came to that kitchen. Um, I taught people how to make a bag cornbread. Y'all don't know how to cook cornbread out of a paper bag, do you? And then we do the homemade peach cobblers. With that double crust, layered crust on the top, and then but see, I have my own peach butter that I like, my own peach caramel that I like to pour over the peach cobblers. Yeah, I know. Y'all said, "Oh, she's making me hungry." Well, that's the reason why you got to become a VIP with this channel, because um, when I get ready to send out invites, I don't tell it to the general public. Mm-mm. No, when I have a party, and especially if it's a dinner party, and then I know people who got planes. Yeah, I know people who got planes that may come and scoop you up, and you ain't got to worry about getting on a Greyhound bus That's just how I roll. Um, I will, like I said, I will be catering. I will be catering, and I do this once a year. I cater to all of my VIP people who travels with me, who support the Sapphire Blue Note, which is my band. They come out, they get them a big old bowl of macaroni and cheese, and collard greens, cabbage and white potatoes, and skillet cornbread. Y'all don't know nothing about that, but this is how I try to keep my people together. They tell me what they want on the menu, and if and it's not too much stuff that I can't do in the kitchen. And then I'm still trying to get my own island for my own kitchen, because I'm doing a lot of house repairs and remodeling. I'm just looking for a man that can help me get this project done. But yeah, so every year I invite everybody out to chop it up with the queen. Come out there and have a good old time. I'm old school. I have them to come on, and it's all at my expense, because I have sponsors that will help me to get whatever the hell I need to get when I need to get it. And so I but other than that, they come out, summertime, and if we're working 5 grills. Oh yeah, when I ask everybody to come out, we be working 5 grills. We have one for the fish, we have one for the chicken, we have one for the pork, we have one for the turkey, and we have one for the steaks. So because we don't want to be mixing up I'm very serious about how I do my thing. When I do my thing, I do my thing. So yeah, so go ahead and become a VIP, so you can be invited to all of the barbecues and the parties. And I may not even have it in Chicago. I may decide to pick up and take my grill towards Texas. Who the hell knows? It really depends on what I'm feeling and where most of my subscribers are living. If most of y'all are living in New York City, I'll come to New York City. I'll come to California. It don't really make me any difference. But that's what we do around here, because we are family. And we try, and I do my best to try to keep the family unit together, y'all. So, all right. I didn't say my little spiel. And don't forget to go shopping. Please do not forget to go shopping if you want to support the Queen of Radio, because technically what I do with the money from the items that you guys purchase, it helps to show one thing. But what people also don't know is, I have some cases where black men are still I'm still helping black men to get out of prison. So I really take the biggest of the money after I pay all of my expenses, like the light bills and all of the normal monthly expenses. I go and put it in a special account for the cases that I am currently working on, and I want to be able to pay my PIs for when they have to do a case, or I put up the money to pay the band to do a rehearsal, to keep money in their pockets. So it's not always about me, in all respect. I look after for my people, whether it's the band or whether I'm trying to help someone to get themselves out of prison or whatever. I don't ask people for nothing. You're not going to ever see me up on a platform begging anybody for any money to do anything. And the reason why is because when people support and buy products from me, I take a proportion of that money and I donate it to my own black people as the charity. There are a lot of cases that needs to be worked on, and I can't do them all. But what I will do is try to train some new people on how to be effective with the power of the pen. And that class is also opening up if anybody is interested in getting more information about the power of the pen and using the code of silence. I do two registrations of classes per year. I do a summer class, which I'm still with my summer people from that class, but I also do a fall class, which is part of the fall season. So if anybody that is interested in joining my class and application and being interviewed about how to use the power of the pen, learning about reparation, learning about justice, learning how we can help our fellow Black men to stay their behinds out of trouble. I've been doing that for 30 plus years. I don't think I know anything else, and I've been trying to stay in retirement, but every time I look around, there's somebody that needs some help. So that's the reason. See, all of my fundraisers are done privately. Yeah, I don't get up on social media and start talking about, oh well, uh, we're going to do this account and we're going to do that account and this is going to be right or that's going to be wrong. And then you're looking at people cross-eyed and cock-eyed and they look like wildebeests in the face and you don't know where the money's going and this, that, and the third. See, that's too much. That's way too much drama for the queen, baby. I do all of my fundraising through all of the products that I sell. That way you are getting something for your money. The Queen of Radio is going to have her own. We are still in the process of having my own platform to where I won't be on YouTube. YouTube will be a second. YouTube will have my videos because I'll be making money from them as well. They owe me money because of all of the views that I have brought to their channel, but YouTube is going to be second nature. It's not going to be my mainstream. So I tell people, if you are sincere about supporting me, you are actually, not only are you supporting me, but you are supporting a Black man that has been in trouble with the laws. So, and because I do take 25 to 30% of everything that I earn and I donate it to the cause. And I don't have to ask anybody for permission. I just do it. And then they will have, as soon as they are done with their case, they are also a part of the legal club. Yes, they are. All of the men that I help winds up getting a free membership with the legal club because the donated money is gone towards that cause. People have asked me about Raymond C. Williams because I did a presentation about his case about 2 weeks ago. Well, Raymond's case is doing fine. He is making progress. The money is coming in. Donations is coming in for him. And we will continue to keep it in a private mode because I'm not finna get up here and have people to be throwing me under the bus for the decisions that I make. For this is not my first time getting a Black man out of trouble. I've been doing this for 30 some plus years and I don't play with it. And some people would like to take you for granted. I know how to do a fundraiser. I know how to make sure that the money goes where it's supposed to go, when it's supposed to go. And the men who cases that I am personally working on, they trust me wholeheartedly. And not only do they trust me wholeheartedly, but Raymond was freed off of 6 counts of murder because of my work and because of my team that was done back in 2007, or actually it was 2009. So my record speaks for itself. I don't have time to be up here arguing and going back and forth and having every other people on their own personal agenda about what they want to do with somebody else's money that is supposed to be going directly to the attorneys. All of my attorneys that I am associated with are affordable, and it doesn't matter whether they are whether the person is on death row or facing a death penalty. The price is going to always be the same. It's going to be affordable because they are working on the actual facts to the case and they are part of a private eye team. So with that being said, I don't get bottled down with all of the naysayers and this, that, and the third, and oh Lord, and what are we gonna do, and this, that, and this, that, and whatever. My team has been working in a private sense for 36 years. My queen bees has worked in private for 36 years. Nobody knows what my queens look like. Nobody knows what my queen bees look like when it comes to taking care of that business. You know why? Because we don't get up on YouTube and start talking about this, that, and the third, about what's going on behind the scenes. We don't do that. Everything we do is in private. Whether it's using Sheba, that's done in private. Um, Everything we do in private. We're not going to sit up on a YouTube channel or a social media platform and give away all of our strategic and blueprints. What are you, crazy? So, yeah, we just sit back and we watch. We like, look at them damn fools. They scuffling over this, that, and the third. And they still ain't got from point A to point B in order to look at a point C. That's all I'm saying. So, I just be like, the only thing I can do for the unmentionables, y'all know who I'm talking about. Only thing I can do is keep those sets of people in prayer. That's the only thing I can do, because my boys and my women that is part of the Queen of Radio and the Queen of Radio original crew, we ain't nobody's joke. And if I may borrow the words of Grandmaster Jay, we ain't fucking around either. Okay, that's how we roll. And if we're about that business. We're about making sure that everybody gets paid for the work that they do and for the work that they put in. It ain't no crying this, that, and the third. Oh, well, oh, woe is me, and this, that, and whatever. Let me tell you something. And I've said this in the past. The legal club is the best thing since sliced bread. And because the high powered attorneys has already been paid in full before they take a case, and that is called economically shared. And see, if you are a person that's sitting up there thinking that no trouble is going to hit your doorstep, you'll be the first one that will be in trouble. And then you're not going to have a way. See, it's not a matter of if something is going to happen. It's a matter of when. And if you are a black woman or a black man, that knock on that door could be at any point in time. I'm just keeping it real, y'all. Okay. And I tell each and every black organization, whether it's for revolutionary or not, you need to stay safe, because you don't know when the next time you're going to have to look at one of those people's face and try to explain your situation. So I look at these people and I look at what they're doing and how they're doing it, and I see the ulterior motives, and I say, the Queen of Radio and the Queen Bees and my private eye teams that I work with, we backing that up. We ain't playing with that mess. You keep that mess over there on that other side of that fence, and holler at your girl. Holler at your girl when you feel me. That's what I'm gonna say. So, with that being said, she says, Miss Gate says, hello, Queen. Hello, Miss Gate. How are you this evening? And Miss October, I believe she sent me an email. Yes. Hello, Miss October. How are you? She says, hey, y'all, sorry I'm late, girl. You here though. Don't worry about you being late. You are here. Okay. So, it ain't nothing but love. Okay. And she says, oh my God, I wasn't born then. I don't know what she talking. I don't know what Deborah talking about. She wasn't born then. You wasn't born last night. Deborah always y'all don't know, but Deborah always got a comeback. You know what I'm saying? That's why you gotta love her, because she always got a snappy comeback for us. And so she said, what now? Oh, silence is golden all day, all day. And I tell people, y'all will never see any of the queen bees on no media platform. You will never see them in the news. You will never hear about them being in any type of trouble. But you know why? Because we are strictly underground. Okay. And I use this, I use the social media platforms to promote all of my other products and businesses. So yes, guys, please go ahead. If you want to support the channel as well as supporting me, please buy one of the products that is listed in the descriptive. And like I said, 25% of everything that you spend with the queen will be donated back to a man, a black man that is in trouble, that needs to have his case to be reevaluated, and for us to help these black men to regain their freedom. Okay. So with that being said, I'm going to get ready to get on out of here. And like I said, come on, just for all you newcomers, come on back, because this is the way we flow. And don't forget to go into the archives. I'm pretty sure that y'all have not seen all of my shows. You have not seen all of my videos. You can't tell me that you've seen all of my videos. If you ever get bored, and oh yeah, we also a lot of y'all forgot to mention about Top Dog. We also, they said, I've gotten a question. Why is Sheba so important? Or what's the deal with Sheba? Because I got that from a newcomer. Okay, Sheba, let me explain this real quick, okay? Sheba and Top Dog, which was Bullet, the Rottweiler that I had. These are the dogs that I have trained to be black militia dogs. Yeah. That's why everybody loves Sheba. Sheba and Top Dog were dogs that were trained for black militia type training. It's not like a police dog. Police dogs are trained in a different form and fashion. Military dogs are trained differently from a police dog. It's not to say that any one are better than the other. Well, no, let me take that back. I feel, this is just my opinion, I feel that a black militia dog training is a whole lot better than a police dog, because a police dog is only looking for 1 to 3 items, and a black militia dog looks for several items, all the way down to explosives. Okay, a black militia dog will be able to train the difference between the types of bullets that is in a gun and the type of gun that's being used. A militia dog is trained on how to hear the sounds and the click of the gun chamber. So the different types is that you usually see police dogs be German Shepherds. Black militia dogs is basically your Dobermans and your Rottweilers. So I hope that answers the question for why is Sheba and Top Dog so special. So that's the reason why I tell you, go ahead and look at some of the videos. Sheba and Top Dog is definitely faux. That's top line security right there. Y'all need to go back and, well, y'all can go all the way back to the beginning, back in November, when I originally, see, people have forgotten about Top Dog, but see, because Top Dog is the Rottweiler. Yeah, Top Dog was the one that I originated with. And then I came out with Sheba. Sheba came out earlier, I would say earlier this year. Sheba came out around the time of Grandmaster Jay's case was on its way and taking place. So that's when Sheba came out. So with that being said, everybody enjoy your Snapback Thursday. I hope I've shared enough information this evening for y'all to come on back and join me again. And I hope that you have learned something, because I try to teach. I try to teach as I speak. I want you to be able to be well informed on whatever I'm talking about. So with that being said, Do I have any questions, comments, or concerns that I can address while I got? This is another reason why I do my lives for all the newcomers. The reason why I do my lives is because I am very much into my people. I want to be inclined with what you're saying, what you're feeling, whether it's good, bad, or indifferent. I want to hear it. I want to hear about it. Y'all can talk to me through the email, but you also can talk to me live. And that's just to let you know that I am a live human being. My subscribers are not robots. Okay, they're not artificial intelligence because they communicate with me at all points. I don't really care if I'm talking to 2,000 or 2 million people. All of the people that has come this way has been real people, and they are the ones that has voted upon me being live on 2 days of the week. Now I started off with 1 day of the week, which I started off on Thursday nights, and then my subscribers had talked to me and said, okay, well, move to Sunday night because we got a lot of the subscribers that work. So I said, okay. And now that more and more people are coming through, they have voted for me to be on 2 nights a week, which is Thursday nights and Sunday nights. So I try my best in all of God's will to be here. And if anything should happen where I can't get here, I will let the people in my VIP group know what's going on, and the general public will be in the dark. So if anything should go down where I can't come on for whatever reason, it could be a power thing because we've had rain problems and that sort of thing in the past. But if God is also willing, I am here for my people. Okay. So I am the original Queen of Radio. Linda Evans is my name. If you don't know it, I'll say it again. This show is called A Touch of Reality, ATOR. That's the name of the show. Some people say, no, it's called the Queen of Radio. No, the Queen of Radio is part of my stage name. But the actual name of this program is called A Touch of Reality, where we tend to give everyone a true and real reality check. It's all uncut and never, ever duplicated. So, with that being said, y'all know what I got to do. Y'all know what I got to do. I got to give y'all some music. Yes, I do. I know y'all, and y'all. I know y'all love the music. I know y'all love the music. Because back in when I was doing all my other lives, I would have old school music, but we've had problems with that, so I had to come up with my own theme. I had to come up with my own theme song coming in as well as going out. So that's the reason. But I do old school music parties that I will also be inviting everybody to again, so y'all don't be missing my slow jams and my funk music. Okay. All right. If there are no more comments, questions, or concerns, I'm gonna let y'all go and start looking at some of the old videos that you missed from the archives. Just stroll down there and pick one and get your popcorn, get your drink, and just keep watching. Okay. All right. Let me see. I gotta pull up this music now. Where is the music? We gotta put that one on that one. Okay. There it goes.
Premiumbeat.com. 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 Premiumbeat.com.